What it do, what it do, what it do? It's your boy, Sell It Sell, and we back in here with another episode of Juice City Legends. If you have not, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Alright, gang. I want to shout out to all my supporters, all my subscribers. Shout out to my homeboy, man, So Creative TV. Hey, shout out to everybody that been liking the videos, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep on supporting. We about to keep going up and up and up. And anybody out there that need any kind of promo, you want to do interviews for your music, got any kind of product need promoted, hit the email. It's in the link down below. With that being said, let's get it. All right, gang. I got something I want to discuss with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Just chop it up with my people, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I like to reminisce sometimes, man, you know. So, I was thinking, I remember once upon a time at JPS, in Jackson Public Schools, when JPS had the juice, man, with the sports. Now, why am I talking about sport? Because I'm thinking about the youth. This is the reason I'm talking about high school sports. I remember once upon a time, man, Jackson, Mississippi had some of the best athletes in the state. When they had games, we wanted to go see them Jackson Stars. Friday nights, football games, certain school play. Man, like the whole side of the town in there. You know, you look at things today, some of the best players not even playing ball. Some of the best players missing out on the opportunity. Now, you know, the education is more important than playing ball. You have a better chance of making it on getting your degree than to make it into professional sports. So we don't want to scrutinize kids that's going to school, that's doing the best they can, they just don't participate in sports. We talking about the hoopers, the ballers, the athletes that's out here hitting these streets, man, robbing, kicking doors, being killed, going to jail, because he ain't got nothing to do with his time, because he done hung around the wrong guys. And the thing about sports teaches you discipline. If you don't go to practice, you can't play. If you don't go to practice and learn your plays, get in shape, work hard, you don't get the results you want on the field or the court or the diamond. You know, because a lot of those coaches are like father figures to the youth. And that's one of the things that I think we need in the community. We need youth programs. We need leaders in the community, people to step up, to be in these kids' lives, for the ones that need someone to be in their life, you know. And it gave people something to do in Jackson. You know, I went to a game a few years ago. It was packed, but it didn't have that same feeling because they were too busy in drill mode. Some of the same kids that years ago, we would have been lining up, packing gyms out, packing football fields out to see them. So what I want to do in this video is highlight some of the stars to come out of Jackson, hopefully to motivate the youth to get back into sports, man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all see Coach Prime over there doing his thing at Jackson State. Not to say it's not player from the city that's doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the young men, the young women that's going to school, getting in your books, participating in sports, and giving it your best, you know what I mean? Just have fun out here. But I have to say, I know a lot of young people that are very talented, probably are more talented than some of the people that's getting the shine, but they just fell off and went the wrong way. So I just want to show y'all some people that come from the city to give y'all the inspiration you can do it. All right, now one of the first athletes we're going to talk about is that boy Fred Smoot, the mouth of the South. Now, Fred Smoot graduated from Provine in 1997. Everybody know that Provine always had a cold football team. I'm talking about every year. Not only did they have a few players to make it to the NFL, they sent plenty of players to Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Southern Miss, Jackson State, a lot of different colleges. So they had a lot of athletes to come out of Provine from the football side to do their thing. But Fred Smoot, he was one of them guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Fred Smoot was a star. He ended up going to Mississippi State, balled out over there, put on for the Jack, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually, Fred, little cousin Mario, RP Mario, was a good friend of mine growing up or whatever, and I got a chance to be around Fred one time when he was at one of Mario's 7-on-7 games. And trust me, Fred was out there turned up. I think this was when he first got drafted. And he had a Mercedes-Benz. Fred was out there turned up at Hardy Field to see Mario Smoot playing a 7-on-7 game. But Fred, he played around 9 years in the NFL. He played in 129 games, started 104, had 450 tackles, 21 interceptions, and 5 forced fumbles. So Fred, he had a pretty good career coming out of Provine, man. Shout out to Fred Smoot. On the next athlete, we're going to stay at Provine with it. We're going to talk about that guy, Tommy Kelly, TK. All right, TK, he played like 10 years in the National Football League. He played for the Oakland Raiders. He played for the New England Patriots. He also had a brief stint with the Arizona Cardinals. TK had 479 tackles, 38 sacks, 10 forced fumbles, four fumble recoveries, 1 interception. Now, Tommy Kelly, he played on that Provine 1999 team, man. And if you know anything about that 1999 Provine team that played against Madison Central in the state championship, man, you know them boys had a squad out of this world, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was one of the best. That was the best football team that I saw in my era or whatever. I can't speak for. I know they say they had a good team in like '94 or something like that. I know Callaway done had some good teams. I know Jim Hill done had some all right teams. But that was the best high school football team that I saw, that '99 Provine team. Moving along, the next athlete on this list, Maurice Williams. In the city, they call him Peanut. Straight out of Merrill High School, man. The Merrill Mustangs, man. Now, Mo Williams is one of the coldest that I ever seen in the city, man. I remember Merrill was playing Lanier, man. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to just see what this dude Mo cold today say, because I had never seen him play in person. I saw the highlights on the news. I heard everybody say he was the truth. Man, I seen Mo come down with that ball. And when I tell you he broke a dude down like a fraction, I was like, man, this dude got crazy handles, super quick. He deadly. But yeah, man, Mo was that guy at Merrill High School, man. You had to be there to see it. Now, Mo graduated in 2000, I think. He ended up going to Alabama. Played there for like 2 years and went to the NBA. Now, Mo played around 12, 13 years in the NBA. He played for a lot of different teams. He was drafted to the Utah Jazz. He played with the Milwaukee Bucks, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Clippers, the Trailblazers for a little minute, Minnesota, Charlotte. He moved around. But Mo had a pretty good year, man. He won a championship with Cleveland in 2016. He was an NBA All-Star in 2009. At Alabama, he received SEC Freshman of the Year. He was a 13 All-SEC. At Merrill, he was a McDonald's All-American. Mr. Basketball at Merrill. He scored over 10,000 points, almost 11,000 points in the NBA. Over 2,000 rebounds, almost 4,000 assists. So Mo did his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Mo one of the coldest to come up out of the city, man. You had to be there around that time when Mo Williams was going to Merrill, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like I'm telling y'all, man. Them games were like equivalent to the NBA, to us coming out of Jackson, man. You know what I'm saying? All the D-boys was going to be at the games. All the fine girls were going to be at the game. You got your fly gear. That's where everybody went to, the high school games, to go see these boys do their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we was around greatness at that time. We know he going to make it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we felt during them times, man. You know what I'm saying? And we got to get back to them. Because Jackson got it. Coming straight out the west side, Justin Reed, Provine Rams. Now, Justin Reed was an absolute monster at Provine. Justin Reed, I want to say they won like 2 state championships when Justin Reed was over there. I think Justin Reed graduated in 99 or 2000. I remember I was still in middle school. But for one brief year, I stayed in Westgate Apartments. Justin Reed stayed in Westgate Apartments. So it was nothing for us. We in middle school at the time to see Justin Reed out there with the basketball. And it was like he was a superstar, man. You know what I'm saying? I actually played him one-on-one one time. He came out there because Justin Reed, he'll play against anybody. Whoever out there, he gonna hoop. And we was just shooting around. Really, I ain't gonna say he took me serious or whatever. We was shooting around with me. I remember my little partner Maurice was out there, a little cat named Peanut. It was a lot of us out there hooping at the court in Westgate. And Justin Reed came out there one day. And it was, I ain't gonna even lie, I kind of looked up to him because he was a superstar around Jackson, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, Justin Reed ended up going to college at Ole Miss. Him and 2 of his buddies from Provine, they was called the Provine Posse. He balled out at Ole Miss, man. You know what I'm saying? 13 All SEC Rookie of the Year, 14 All-American. You know what I'm saying? Played in the Olympics. Justin Reed was the man. In the year 2004, Justin Reed was selected in the second round with the 40th pick by the Boston Celtics. Now, he played around 4 to 5 years at the power forward position. He also had a stint with the Minnesota Timberwolves. But Justin ended up getting in a little trouble and, he didn't stay in the league too long, but overall, Justin is a Jacktown legend. If you were there during those times when you had the battles against Darius Wright from Lanier and all the other hoopers that I probably forget their name because there was all type of hoopers around Jackson around that time. But when Justin then was over there at Provine, man, you just had to be there, man. And when he went to Ole Miss, that's probably like their best team of all time. You know, Justin is truly a legend in the city of Jackson. Unfortunately, in the year 2017, October 20th to be exact, Justin died from a battle of cancer. It was sad around the city, man, when Jay Reed passed away, man. He's truly missed, man. Shout out to all the program Rams, everybody from the West Side. Rest in peace, Justin Reed. And last, but definitely not least on this list, the Mississippi Missile, 833 legend, Monte Ellis, the near Bulldogs. Now see, the Monte experience, I had the pleasure of witnessing Monte become a superstar at Lanier High School. And when I tell you this was a legendary time, that's an understatement. But see, like I said, I saw the Monte Ellis experience hands first. See, I grew up in the same neighborhood as Monte. Went to the same elementary as he did. Went to the same middle school as he did. We used to play basketball at this rec center called Operation Shoestring. And I used to see Monte do things that I knew I couldn't do with a basketball. So I knew he was going to be great. I still can remember the first game Monte played at Lanier in the Bulldog Classic. I remember I went to the game. I was telling everybody, I said, man, this dude right here, he from the hood, bro. He finna take somebody's spot, man. And don't get it twisted. Lanier had a squad when Monte got there with Danny Dozens like Solomon Forbes, Jonathan Blackman, a lot of veterans like point guard Bruce Comfort. And it was just a legendary school in general for basketball, man. We got to give Lanier some credit, man. Lanier might have the most chips in the basketball scheme of things than JPS. I know Coach Biller might have 8. I know some old heads from way back in the day that won like the national championship at Lanier. But that's a whole nother story. But Monte, man, when he was at Lanier, man, it was ugly, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I remember when he first took off and started just balling super hard. The games was so packed. We used to stay after school. We would just stay after school, don't even go home. If you go home, you ain't going to get in the game because it was going to be guaranteed to be a sellout. And Monte was just putting up video game numbers over there at Lanier, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a special time. It was like the whole neighborhood got behind Monte. It was like he gave the whole neighborhood hope because it was like, man, you was just out here with us, man, and look at you. Monte won all type of awards at Lanier. He was the first team parade All-American, 2005, third team parade All-American, 2004. In 2005, he was a McDonald's All-American, Mr. Basketball USA, 2005. And also, they ended up retiring his jersey, number 11, you know what I'm saying, at Lanier, man. So, Tay did his thing, man. In fact, he was just accepted. No, I'm not. I don't think it was the Hall of Fame. I'm mistaken, but they retired his jersey. But he probably is. I know he's gonna get in Mississippi Hall of Fame for sure. But Monte, man, he was the man at Lanier, man. Like I say, you had to be there. He ended up getting drafted by the Golden State Warriors in the second round with the 40th pick. Shooting guard, did his thing, scored around 14,858 points, 2,874 rebounds, 3,856 assists in the NBA. He in 2007 he won NBA Most Improved Player. Monte played in the NBA for at least 12 years, he played with the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Indiana Pacers. So yeah, Monte, he definitely put it down for the Jack for sure. Put it down for JPS, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, during these times with Monte or Mo or Fred Smoot, Tommy Kelly, whoever, a lot of other players in Jackson that probably didn't make it to the NBA, but they had big scholarship offers from big schools, and just had a spotlight on Jackson. And I just feel like we need to get back to those times because the community was one during those times or whatever. It used to be the hood would get behind the one with talent and make sure they stayed out the way. Hopefully, some of y'all will see my video and stick with it. Because, like I say, once upon a time, man, Jackson had all the stars, man. And it's a lot of players that I didn't mention. It's a lot of players that had good college careers, people that's going out, that went out here and did things in the world. It's people out here that just, dominated in all aspects of the game, man. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them use their sports to as an avenue. And that's what I think we should do, man. The kids need to be involved. The best players, the best basketball and football players should not be in the streets getting killed because they choose the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Jackson has always had talent, all type of talent, and there's still talent. So we need to get back to those ways, man. You know what I'm saying? Get these kids out here. Get them back in the rec centers. Get them off the game. Get them away from these drugs. So we can reclaim our glory, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember when the JPS schools used to win football division championships. Most of all the basketball teams at least won a championship. And it need to get back to that. It really does. That was the glory days. The city was the best when it was all the athletes around Jackson. And Callaway, they got at least Callaway maybe have 10 different people that has played pro sports. Forrest Hill has 4, Jim Hill 6, Lanier 5, Merle, they maybe have 10 people. Provine like 8 or 9, Wingfield with 2. So like I was saying, most of the schools in Jackson has put pro players into pro sports. But with structure, discipline, hard work, support, I believe we can reclaim what's ours. See, when we win championships and bring events to Jackson, that helps the city. So if y'all out there, man, stick with that ball, man, and stay out of trouble. So this your boy Cell with Juice City Legends. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We out. Peace.